So this is from unique underscore helicopter underscore 64, who says, what should I start based on my experience and knowledge? Hello, I am 21-year-old girl living in Canada and doing a bachelor degree in CS, still a year and a half to complete it, and am working in software sales as a sales rep. I started a lead gen business with my media buyer, but it was horrible, so it couldn't work out. I tried to start a supply chain business for jewelers. I had access with really good sheep manufacturers in India, but it was hard to get clients as a 21-year-old. Everyone was working with someone for decades. I tried to start an aircraft. I love all these different ideas. This is great. No, I love it. I tried to start an aircraft detailing business, but have no experience in cleaning planes and did not want to play with someone's life because if something goes wrong, I will be in big trouble. Now I'm thinking to mix my tech knowledge and sales experience and finally do something that I can actually do. Like, for example, I made a new friend that is a lash tech. Lash tech? Like lashes? Okay. As she has access to a lot of beauty salons here in Montreal. So I thought about building an AI software that converts the instant messages to appointments for busy salons, but I'm still not sure, or an IT consulting business or a consulting business in general where you give solutions to the business that, okay, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. If anyone has another idea that will fit better, I'm down to listen. So here's the very first thing I want to get. And this is just from her writing on this. Focus.
Pick one.
Pick something and focus on it,
Yes.
right? You know exactly where I'm going with this. You can see it in my eyes where I was going with this. It's like you're all over the place, and which is okay to have a lot of ideas,
Yeah.
but pick one.
Yes.
Pick one and get. I want to get back to the aircraft detailing business. Like, how
Okay.
do you? I'm just curious how you go from media buyer to supply
No.
chain for jewelers
Yes.
to aircraft
So
detailing.
so media buyer to supply chain is not a huge
That's
jump
not a huge jump.
because
Not a huge jump at all.
media buyer, you're
Yeah.
basically supply chain, right? Like you're and I actually like the the sheet metal thing, the supply chain.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody's been working with someone for decades, but a lot of that industry is aging out,
Yeah.
right? So like it's going to need new blood. Yes, it will be hard when you start, but guess what? In 30 years, you're going to be that supplier for a lot of them that they worked with for decades.
Right.
Because once a lot of these people find a good metal supplier, they do not change them,
No.
right? Like, so I always say, if it's really, really, really hard to sell into your market, it's going to be really, really hard for someone else to take away your
Right.
customers.
Once you have them. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So I like markets that are like 6 to 18 month sales cycles, right? Because a lot of them, it just means it's not something you switch very
Right.
frequently, right? Like you pick one, and if it works, you don't care. I'll give you an example that, we sell like plotter supplies, right?
Yep.
So for like giant
Yeah.
printers. We've had customers for, I don't know, 15 years. There's plenty of guys out there that are cheaper than we are. And
Mhm.
I've asked them, like, hey, why don't you go somewhere where it's cheaper? Because like we're not buying in nearly the volume we used to. So our prices have gone up because we lost our discounts.
Right.
And they're like, because I know when I call you, my paper's here the next day. Like
No, it's true.
like I don't have to
It's
worry
true.
about it,
Yep.
right? And they're like, I don't care if I'm paying an extra $8 or $12 per
Yeah.
roll
Sometimes the money isn't the issue.
because like when I need it, I know I'll have it the next day,
Yeah.
right? And they're like, you even bailed us out a couple of times where we forgot to order, we ran out of paper, and someone from your company drove it over to us that day.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Like, but office supplies, things like that is not something a lot of businesses switch frequently,
Right.
right? Like, so once again, I like businesses that have a long sales cycle where people are loyal to whoever they're with for a very long time. It requires a lot more persistent to break into that market, but it also requires whoever comes after you a lot more persistence.
Sure.
And especially if you are really good at it, right? And it's not always about price. Sometimes it's about the service or
Yep.
the reliability. You can win on that. Like you don't have to fight on price. In fact, you don't want to fight on price
Right.
at all if you don't have to,
Yeah.
right? The moment you fight on price, you're just a commodity.
Yeah. If you're gonna
So,
fight on your what you're gonna the service you're gonna provide.
yes,
Provide a better service.
yes,
Build a better relationship.
yes,
Right. Those types of things. If
yeah,
you're fighting on price, then it's just a matter before someone just beats you to the
yeah.
price.
I always find it fascinating that Planet Fitness has a pizza day once a month,
Yes, he told me about this.
right? And I'm like, why? Right? And what it comes down to is they could go get a gym membership anywhere. But for the people that come in for the pizza party, they're coming in, so a lot of them for the pizza party, so they feel like they're getting something for their money
Yeah.
because they don't use the gym membership
Right.
the rest of the month, right? And I'm like, that's actually ingenious, right? And for the people that are already in the gym, they might just want to grab a slice of pizza before they go home,
Yeah.
so they don't have to worry about dinner that night.
Right.
It's a win-win, right? Is Planet Fitness the best gym out there? No. Planet Fitness has a very, very, very distinct business
Yep.
model. Like they looked at other gyms and said, okay, who are like the gym rats? What equipment do they primarily
Right.
use? And that's the equipment you don't find at a Planet Fitness,
Right.
right? Because they
Yeah, they
really,
don't want those people.
no, they
Right.
really don't want
Yeah.
them, right? And that also means that they can have their membership really, really, really cheap. They could have 40 treadmills, but 400 members because 380 of them will never show up,
Right.
right? It's a gap in the market,
Yeah.
right?
I get it. So, okay. So unique helicopter. Listen. Pay
Listen,
attention.
yeah,
Okay.
listen, Linda.
Focus. All right. No, seriously. Pick something. You have a lot of ideas here.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick one of them. Start with it. Get it built. Don't quit after 3 months. Okay.
No.
You got to really try. You got to really put a lot of effort into it. I don't know how long you had all these different things, but you didn't say how long it took you to do them. Well, you're only 21 years old. You couldn't have spent too much time on them, right? A business is not starting today and in a month, if it doesn't work, trying something else.
It's that instant gratification.
Yeah, it does.
Everybody
it doesn't work in
expects
business. Okay, you could start a business today, not have one dime in revenue come in for a year, right? And then money starts finally coming in, but it doesn't start turning a profit for another year or two, right? But then by year 4 or 5 or 6, now you have a sustainable, viable business. Well, guess what? You're still in your 20s. And if you have a viable business by the time you're 25, 26 years old, you imagine where you're going to be when you're 30.
I know.
Okay. So and I don't know that you are, but it seems like you're doing this flip-flop thing where it's okay, I'm trying this. It didn't work out after a couple of months. Let me move on to something else.
Yep.
You might not see any growth in your business whatsoever for a year, 18 months, possibly 2 years.
Especially if it's a business that is relationship based and
Exactly.
it has a long sales cycle.
Exactly.
You're not going to walk in somewhere and be like, "Hey, here's who I am. Do you want to buy my stuff?" And they're like,
Right.
"No, we already have a supplier."
Yeah.
And you walk out, that's not the end of the deal. That was the start.
Right.
Like you might have to come back every month
Yeah.
for the next 18 months before they'll even talk to you.
Until you happen to walk in that one day where their supplier couldn't get them what they needed. And it's like, you know what? Yes, I do need you right now.
Yes.
But all those other times they didn't need you before. Now they do need
Yep.
you. Right.
So
I mean, it's like if I'm going to leave you with this one thing, I'm sorry.
I heard a great quote the other day is the skeptic is right more often, the optimist is richer.
Yeah.
Right? Because the skeptics will be right more times. The entrepreneur only has to be right once.
Right.
Right? But the skeptics will be right more often. It will fail more than it will succeed.
It's true.
But you just need that one time
when you're
to
right.
succeed, right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
So every time you walk into a sales meeting and this is for everybody, it's not just for you. It's not just for Unique Helicopter. Every time you walk into a sales meeting or every time you're about to pitch a product or every time someone calls and wants to know more about your offering or something like that, just remember, if you don't believe in your business, why should they believe
They
in your
won't either.
business?
Yeah.
Right? So if you're jumping around from business to business to business because you don't believe in it, you're never going to go anywhere.
No.
You have to have such dedication and such belief in your business that it glows and shines from you every time you talk about it. It can't be, I sold jewelry, or I this. No, it's got to be, I sell joy. I do this and I do that, and here's how I'm going to make it better for you. It's got to be your life. If it's not, and you don't believe in it, it's never going to succeed. I don't care what you do. It's not going to work.
So, yeah, I agree. I mean, one of the things that has kind of blown my mind over the years is like, if you look at a super saturated market like golf equipment, you have the giants of golf.
Yeah.
Every single pro golfer pretty much plays the same 4 brands, right? And for years I thought, like, there's nobody that can break into this market. Like, it's owned by these 4 giants, right? Lately, you've seen Vice Golf break into it. You saw Tacoma Golf break into it. You saw Lab Putters break into it.
I didn't see anything, but sure.
Right. But
no, I got you.
Into a market that has been for years said was owned by these giants, and you couldn't get people to change. Well, guess what? Tacoma Golf did what Tesla did, where they went with a direct to consumer model, which shaves 30% off the price of the product, right? So like, is the equipment as good as the top line from the major manufacturer that's played on tour? Maybe not. Is it 70% as good? Yeah. It's probably 90% as good. Right?
And for your average player, that's way more than they even need.
Correct. Right? Like, it's overkill for what they need. But, and then they went out and they didn't go after pro golfers, right? They went after YouTube golfers, right? Because who watches the YouTube golfers?
Right.
Other golfers that aren't even, that have no aspirations of ever playing on tour. They just want to enjoy the sport. Well, if their favorite YouTube creator is now playing those irons, why wouldn't they try it?
No, that makes sense.
Right? Like, because the YouTube golfer is far more like them than the pro is. Right? Yeah. So it was a brilliant strategy to get into a market that for years have been like talked about as being saturated and there's not really room for new brands. There's always room for what you do. Yeah. Right. You can always take something off of someone else's market share. I don't care what industry it's in. Like, it doesn't matter. There is always room for your business.
Yeah, but I can promise you they didn't start yesterday.
No.
They started a while ago, and they've been going at it a lot and really pushing hard for a long period of time until they finally made their way in.
I'm going to look up when Tacoma was started, because I had never heard of them up until about a year ago.
Okay. That's just like 10 years ago, if not longer.
Tacoma founding year. Let's look for that. 2021.
Really?
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah. So
that's pretty close. That's pretty quick. That's quick.
That's quick. Yeah.
They must have had a lot of backing.
That's interesting. I thought they would be at least from like the mid 2010s, like 2016.
Yeah, I thought 10 years or so.
No.
So,
but yeah, they were smart about it.
Anyway, unique helicopter. Hope that helps. Focus. Stay positive. Good luck to you.
Remember that if you have questions or comments, please drop them below and we will prioritize actually answering the questions on these videos.